Hello, my name is Kevin Milligan, and welcome back to another safety short video brought to you by the Motor Safety Association. Today I'm going to be talking to you about workplace responsibility systems and due diligence. The premise of the workplace responsibility system is everyone has rights. Everyone shares responsibility to the extent of their authority and ability. Everyone can apply their knowledge. Participation is essential for workers and the employer to develop solutions to fit specific needs in their workplaces. So what are our three rights under OHS legislation? We have the right to know, the right to participate, and the right to refuse. So what do we have the right to know? We have the right to know the hazards associated with the work we're going to be performing and what controls the organization has put in place to protect us from those hazards. We also have the right to participate in our safety management system. So if we see something that's not quite right, we have the right to say something about it. Or we have the right to participate in our toolbox talks or safety meetings. Or joining our committee, our health and safety committee, to participate in that format. We also have the right to refuse. We have the right to refuse unusually dangerous work, or work we're not properly trained to perform. For example, operating a forklift. If you haven't been provided with the proper training to operate a forklift, you have the right to refuse that, and you cannot be discriminated against for using any one of these rights. So what are our employers' responsibilities in the workplace responsibility system? They have to be committed to provide an effective health and safety system, provide safe equipment, a safe working environment, competent supervision, required information, and worker training. They have to ensure equipment and materials and protected devices are provided, used, and maintained as required, and know and comply with the legislation, and ensure employees know and comply with the legislation. What are our managers' responsibilities in the workplace responsibility system? Obviously, follow health and safety policies of the employer. Select and train competent supervisors and provide them with adequate resources to do their jobs. And comply with the legislation and ensure their subordinates comply as well. Supervisors' responsibilities in the workplace responsibility system include work and act safely, identify and control hazards, orientate and train new workers, establish, implement, and enforce safe work practices and procedures, handle concerns and refusals to work, know and comply with the legislation and ensure workers comply, integrate responsibilities for health and safety into all work activities, and inspect the work area and facility. Attend and use training provided by the employer, and oversee the work being performed for the employer. So what are the workers' responsibilities in the workplace responsibility system? Attend and use training provided by the employer and the supervisor. Follow safe work practices. Use your personal protective equipment. Identify hazards. Assess risks. Implement controls. And report hazards to your supervisors. Inspect equipment and machinery as required. Report any deficiencies. Following safe work practices and procedures like lockout, tagout. And know and comply with the legislation. So the OHCs role in the workplace responsibility system. They audit or oversee the effectiveness of the safety management system. They perform inspections of the facility for the employer and provide feedback and recommendations on what they found. They also perform investigations for the employer. If there's incidents, accidents, near misses, hazards, those kinds of things, the committee is going to perform an investigation and provide solutions to the problems that they found. They're there to advise the employer. So, what about due diligence? What is due diligence? Due diligence is taking what care is reasonable under the circumstances to avoid harming employees, the public, and the environment. So, what is due diligence for supervisors? Obviously, leading by example, being a leader, ensuring controlled products have a current SDS sheet, closely supervising inexperienced workers, coaching and mentoring inexperienced workers, or all workers, and toolbox talks, leading toolbox talks, safety meetings. Assigning clear responsibilities for health and safety, enforcement of rules and discipline, providing adequate orientation for new workers, taking problems to senior management, developing and implementing procedures. So, what about due diligence for managers? OH&S performance evaluations, holding others accountable, implementing programs, considering system-wide problems, and obviously leadership. So these are some of the workplace responsibility systems and due diligence components of the safety management system. Thank you for watching this safety short video. And if you have any questions or require assistance in any way, please contact Motor Safety Association at 306-721-0688 or email info@motorsafety.ca. And remember, working safely may get old, but so do those who practice it. Stay safe, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again shortly.